Welcome to Nissan Stadium in Houston, Texas, as we're getting ready for the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. You guys let me know how we sound. We're getting the game audio fired up, so you guys let us know how it sounds. Great matchup here in the AFC South. Two teams battling for what they want to be the division crown this year. Houston is going to kick it off to Tennessee to start the game. They're in their color rush uniforms. Tennessee in the dark blue, or in the light blue. Houston in the dark blue, and we are underway. That is taken inside the end zone. They're going to return it up the middle and taken down just short of the 25-yard line is Cavante Turpin, the young wide receiver, but the very dangerous weapon. I'm sure we'll see him many times in this game. So Tennessee, as we talked about, starting with J.T. Barrett in the backfield, the young quarterback making his second start out of Ohio State. Not a big arm for Barrett, but he's got good legs. He can run around and scramble. It's going to be interesting to see what they're able to do. They come out in a two tight end set to the right. Barrett is under center, and they've got Stacey Capers in the backfield. They're going to go ahead and hand it off to him along the right, and he is out to the 30-yard line before he is taken down by a trio of Texan defenders. Texans, as we talked about last week, did a great job of shutting down the run through most of that game. However, they did allow a few yards later in that game. It still only held them to 26 yards for the game. So getting the running game going early for Tennessee is going to be key in attacking this Houston defense. Shotgun here for Barrett, split set from the 29-yard line. Barrett's going to make an adjustment, and Houston's going to switch their guys around. Looks like they might go to a man look, and Barrett, on his first looking like probably pass attempt of this game, is already getting rattled by the Houston defense, and he takes a delay of game penalty. So that's going to bring it out to 2nd and 9. That run by Capers is nullified, and Barrett's going to have to do something to dig himself out of his own hole if they're going to come out in that same formation again, hopefully they get their play call right here with Barrett in the shotgun. Capers to the left, and Colbreth to his right. Barrett's got plenty of time to throw. He's going to throw it over to the right, and he completes the pass to Brown. Actually, Hill. I'm sorry, Tyreek Hill. I don't know where I saw the name Brown. Tyreek Hill actually drops the pass. I thought he caught that. Apparently, it dropped, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 9. So J.T. Barrett off to a very shaky start, and in this one, I guess you could say it was a big game on the road last week against Jacksonville, but most people consider Houston the preeminent team in this division. They won a Super Bowl 2 years ago, and they got to the AFC Championship. Although Jacksonville did knock them off, I think a lot of people still consider, especially with this defensive line, Houston the team to beat. 3rd and 9 here. Shotgun trips out to the left. Just over 11 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Barrett's going to drop back. Looks to his right, looks to his left. Scannon's going to take a shot deep down the field. Good coverage, and it is incomplete as they try to hit Capers on the wheel route out of the backfield. Nothing doing, and Barrett starts his second start of his career 0 for 2, bringing his completion percentage for his career right down about 50%. So Jordan Berry is going to come on to punt. He's going to punt it deep and try to pin Gannon back, not Devin Allen back there this time. Gannon back there, and he's going to take it out across the 40-yard line. So a nice return there by the free agent pickup in week 1, as he has a nice turn and they get out to 41. Good field position for Houston as they will start there. Appreciate everybody that's in the chat tonight. Shout out to Omlinator, Burns, Dan Perez, Got Big P, Wolf Mode, Jay Nyhard, who's actually playing along with Woodsmall. They were in during the pregame show. C. Gabriel checking in. Everybody else, if I missed you, I apologize. Lost Sniper, I saw you out there. 1st and 10. Wilson's in motion. Osweiler under center with Lamar Miller in the backfield. And he is going to turn around and hand it off to Miller. Goes to the left, and nothing doing as 3 Tennessee Titans are there to wrestle him down. A gain of 1 officially, but really he had nowhere to go on that one as that defense came crashing down. Tennessee defense last week gave up 231 yards passing to Jacksonville, 56 yards rushing. A solid overall game. They did force a few turnovers in that one, and came ahead. Actually, they forced 4 turnovers, if I remember correctly. I've looked at so many stats today, I might get them wrong, so bear with me. But they are capable of forcing some turnovers. Definitely going to watch that. 2nd and 9 here. They're going to turn around and hand it off to Miller again. It was met in the backfield and taken down by a pair of Tennessee Titans. Looked like Clay Matthews was one of the guys that got in there. And the veteran from Green Bay, it's come on for a couple seasons here in Tennessee and has been a key player. He had 6 tackles and 2 tackles for loss last week. Dory Jackson, we mentioned, I said, had 1 interception. He did have the pick 6, which we showed in the highlights in the pregame show. He actually had 2 picks last week. Lee also had 1, and then I believe they had a fumble, so it was 4 turnovers. So 3rd and 12. Neither one of these teams able to do much on 1st or 2nd down. 3rd and 12, and they're going to go with an I formation. Very strange formation here for a 3rd and long for Houston. They're going to turn around and just hand it off to Miller. I think they're content to play field position as Miller is out to the 46-yard line. So 3 carries in a row by Miller to start this game, and Houston's content just to punt him deep and hopefully pin him inside their own 10-yard line. Interesting play call there. Not one that I would necessarily go with there. I mean, you can't really complain. Maybe they just have faith in their defense, and maybe they feel like Barrett was a little rattled on that first possession, and they're going to try to pin him deep and see if, playing within the shadow of his own goalpost kind of rattles him even more. Turpin's back to catch this one inside the 10. He comes out across up to the 20-yard line and gets crossed it down to the 21, and that's where they are going to take over. We saw Ted Bolzer, the fullback, in on the tackle. So JT Barrett coming out here for a 2nd possession. Had the 2nd down. They went 2nd and 4 after a nice run by Capers. Came out on the 2nd down. Tennessee shifted to the line. It confused them. He wound up not paying attention to the play clock. Got the 5-yard penalty. Went to 2nd and 9. They dropped the next 2 passes and had a punt. We'll see what they're able to do here. Barrett's going to come out in shotgun. Capers lined up off to his right, 2 receivers to his left. Tight end is offset to the right. And a play action here, going to throw it deep into traffic, and that is incomplete, as that was intended for the tight end, rookie Colbreth, who was not able to come down with that pass. Colbreth had 3 grabs for 57 yards and a touchdown last week against Jacksonville, but not able to come up with one there. The young player in Barrett making a rookie mistake, even though he's in his 2nd year. He's basically a rookie. He throws in double coverage there, and that's incomplete. 2nd and 10 here from the 21, and that one's going to go to the running back there as Dante Foreman able to get out to the 20. Well, that's it. They're actually going to say it's still 3rd and 10, although I'd say he probably lost about half a yard there. So Foreman, the rookie a couple years ago out of the University of Texas, was pretty much the primary back for most of last year. Paved the way for Derrick Henry to get traded to Kansas City, and now he and Capers create a very formidable 1-2 punch in the Tennessee backfield. 3rd and 10, another 3rd and long here for the young Barrett, and we'll see if Houston's going to bring the pain here on 3rd down. Looks like they got 8 in the box, and they're playing on a stack set over off to the field side. That one's thrown down the middle, and that one's picked off in the middle of the field by Houston, and trying to see who that was. Looked like it might have been Telvin Smith. It was Telvin Smith, the former Jacksonville Jaguar, comes up with the interception there as Barrett is off to a slow start. He's throwing balls in the coverage, cannot get his feet under him, and Telvin Smith comes up with the interception there. So Houston's going to start off with great field position at the Tennessee 31-yard line here with just over 4 minutes passed here in the 1st quarter. Osweiler's going to come out under center with 2 tight ends set. And Miller in the backfield. He's going to drop back to pass. So blitz there by Tennessee, but it does not get through. Almost throws it to a Tennessee defender who just knocks it down. So that was a risky pass by Osweiler, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Houston on their first drive also went 3 and out. They ran it 3 times in a row to Lamar Miller, who was only able to get 6 yards on those 3 carries. Came out in an I-form and ran it on 3rd and long. They wound up punting it, and it wound up working out for him. 2nd and 10 here. Darkwa in the backfield. And Osweiler's in the shotgun. Gannon and Hopkins lined up behind each other on the right side. And they're going to turn around and hand it off to Darkwa, who gets tripped up in a big hit there as he goes down. Somebody's injured on the field, and I think it might have been the safety coming up to make that play. It looked like that was number 20, Alamu, but I think he is hurt and not in this game, so maybe I'm reading that incorrectly, but it's the only one with a 0 out there. So it says Alamu is hurt, Ekpri Alamu, but maybe he was actually in on that play, and and got hurt again. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It's kind of hard sometimes when we don't get the best angles on these to see who some of these players are. I thought it might have been Barry, but I didn't see his number on here. It didn't look like 29, but maybe it was. There's a pass over the middle. Wilson comes up with it, and he is down inside the 10-yard line to the 7-yard line. So a nice completion there by Osweiler. I have to check. I did think Got Big P and Ollinator both said Barry in the chat. I thought that's what it said when I first saw it, but then it looked like it said number 20. So maybe it was 29, and I got confused there. Eric Barry just dealt 4 in the offseason. Kendall Wright was involved in that deal. They let Kendall Wright go to Kansas City. They brought back Eric Barry. Barry joins guys like Clay Matthews and TJ Ward, Ryan Shazier. A lot of star power on this Tennessee defense. Weak formation here for Houston. Under center for Osweiler. Allens and Hopkins are split out wide as we turn around and hand it off to Darkwa, who is stuffed in the backfield, but he keeps going. And finally he's wrestled down by Clay Matthews and others. Look like Adoree Jackson also was able to get on that. That was indeed Eric Barry, who suffers a shoulder tear. He comes up, lays the big hit on the tackle, but he hurts himself in the process. So kind of a risk reward on that one as Barry goes down with a shoulder tear. He will not be back in this game, and I imagine he might be out for a few weeks with that one. That is a big, big injury for this Tennessee defense. Second goal here from the 70-yard line, just over 6.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Osweiler's under center. He's going to drop back. Pass looks to his left, fires to his tight end Wilson. He makes the grab and falls forward down to the 2-yard line, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and goal from the 2. Very close range here. We'll see what Houston's able to do, if they can punch it in, or if this defense, who's now missing Eric Barry, can force a stand and a field goal attempt. So 3rd and goal here. Houston driving after the big interception by Telvin Smith from JT Barrett. Gets it down to the 2-yard line. Eric Barry hurt earlier on this drive, laying a big hit in the middle of the field. We'll see what they do. Osweiler's going to come out under center, 2 tight ends in a snug set. And he's going to turn around, hand it off to Lamar Miller, who gets stuffed in the backfield, nowhere to go. And that looks like that was number 96, Odaguzuwa. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say that name. There's interesting names on this Tennessee defense, but he comes through, he makes the tackle off the defensive end position, forces the field goal. So great defensive stand there by Tennessee, maybe lifted a little bit by the injury to Barry. 3 points there though for Houston, and they get to early lead here with 5:08 to go in the first quarter. So Cavante Turpin's going to take the kickoff and return it up to the 25-yard line, so it's about the same as if he would have been able to down it in the end zone. The new rules imposed a couple of seasons ago where the kickoffs that are touchbacks come out to the 25, and that's where Turpin's able to get it. And that's where JT Barrett will take over for his 3rd series of the game. This is his 2nd start of his career. He's going to come out with 2 tight ends either side. Dante Foreman in the backfield. He's going to turn around and hands it off to Foreman, who gets met in the backfield by 3 guys. J.J. Watt, among others. Looks like Jadeveon Clowney is also in there in a stop. Officially, they give him 1 yard, but really he was able to go nowhere. And this Tennessee offense is not able to move the ball early in this one. That's definitely got to be a concern for the Tennessee coaching staff. They're going to have to get a little bit more creative in their play calling and see if they can't open up this Houston defense. Second and 9 here from the 25-yard line. Strong formation, actually pistol strong formation with Barrett in the pistol and Capers in the backfield. He's getting pressure and he gets sacked, brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's number 99. J.J. Watt barrels through the veteran superstar, is able to take down the young signal caller, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 17. Tennessee cannot get out of their own way right now, and Barrett, I would think if I'm a coach on this with this young quarterback, it's definitely struggling. I might come off, just turn around, hand it off to the running back, who is Joe Mixon, who's in the backfield right now, and not take too many risks. But they're actually going to throw it with Barrett. He's going to throw it over the middle, and that one is incomplete. So no yardage picked up there. At least he went with a safe throw. But Barrett now 0 for 5 with an interception early in this game on his first 3 series. So that's going to bring on Jordan Berry to punt, and he will kick it deep to Gannon once again. Houston will start with good field position. We presume, unless something strange happens here. Gannon's going to take it inside the 30 out to the 40. Cuts to his right. Tries to put on a move, but he is taken down, as it looks like that was Dory Jackson come down and make the special teams tackle. 13 yards per return. 2-punt return so far for Gannon, the week 1 free agent pickup, new to the team. So Osweiler is going to come back out after a quick series for Tennessee. He was able to march the team down after starting off with an interception at the 31, got him down to the 2-yard line, but then Tennessee made a good stand and held him to a field goal. He's going to come out here, I formation, tight end off to the left. Osweiler's going to drop back pass, throws it over to his left on the out route, and that one's caught by Hopkins, who was taken down by P.J. Williams, and they're going to give him the first down on that one. So quickly, a first down here by Houston, who's had a much better, or done a much better job of moving the ball here early on in this game. It's still early, can't presume too much from this game. Don't like the way the Tennessee offense has looked early on, and although they were held to a field goal on the last drive, Houston's looked better, but 4 quarters and we're only 1 into it, so lots of things can still happen. And there's a strong formation to the left, twins to the right, and turn around, hand it off to Miller, who's got a hole off to the side, but he is taken down. Nice closing speed there, as looked like maybe Sean Lee was over there. Having a hard time reading these numbers of these guys. Well, that's number 30. He's not on my roster, so maybe that was a late pickup to the team there. Not sure that is. If somebody wants to look that up and post it in the chat, I would appreciate it. These guys making their late, last-minute roster changes and whatnot. Sometimes guys go missing from the depth chart. No big deal. 2nd and 6 here coming up for Houston, as we got just over 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Been an interesting game so far. We knew it was going to be Osweiler versus Barrett was the matchup to watch, and so far Osweiler's definitely coming out ahead of that one. Barrett struggling mightily early on. Allen comes in motion and turn around and hand that one off to Darkwell. Gets hit and he fumbles, and looks like Houston or Tennessee is going to fall on it, so they get the fumble, and Clay Matthews is going to come up with that, the veteran free agent pickup a couple of seasons ago. He comes up with the fumble recovery, and now both teams have a turnover early in this one. Nice play there by the Tennessee defense, making the big play, and JT Barrett's going to come back out. Hopefully that gives him a little bit of momentum. Not supposed to cheer here in the broadcast booth. Not really cheering, but as much as he struggled, you really hate to see that. Pistol formation, strong to the left, twins to the left. Also, they're going to go with the read option, and there is nowhere to go as Davion Clowney bursts through into the backfield and wrestles him down for a 3-yard loss. So Barrett just can't seem to find anything. He was thrown in the coverage early on here. They try to get him going in the running game, and he gets dropped in the backfield by Clowney. Houston has had an answer for everything that Tennessee is trying to do early on in this one, and Barrett's up there talking to his lineman like, come on, man, you got to get me some blocking. 2nd and 13 here from the 43-yard line. Good field position here for Tennessee, even though they lost yards on the first one. First play, they're going to turn around, pitch that off to Capers. Got nice blocking out to the outside. He spins off of one across the 50-yard line, and that's where he goes down. So a nice run there by Capers, and that's going to bring up a third and 6 from midfield. Jason McCourty, number 30, is filling in for Barry. Got Big P getting that into the chat. Appreciate that. So we'll have to make note of that. Jason McCourty, number 30. Wonder why he did not make it onto the roster. Some weird thing. It seems like there's one guy every week that doesn't make it. I don't know why they disappear or whatnot, but we just gotta roll through it, right? So 3rd and 6, empty set here. Barrett in the shotgun, and he's going to drop back pass. Fires over the middle, and that one is complete. Down across the 40 into the 34-yard line. First completion of the game for JT Barrett, 16-yard pickup, as Paul Richardson, the veteran receiver formerly of the Seahawks, able to come on and make that grab, and the first down of the game for Tennessee. So we'll see if that's going to spark them a little bit here, maybe get some confidence in their young signal caller. Foreman's in the backfield, pistol formation once again here for Tennessee. 2 tight end set as well. Barrett's going to drop back the pass, and nothing doing, but he's going to take off and running. He's out across the first down marker just short of the 20-yard line, and that's where he's going to go down. And that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. As a nice run there by JT Barrett. Picks up the 2nd straight first down, so maybe he's finding a little bit of a rhythm here as he's about a quarter into this game. So Tennessee will have it at the Houston 22-yard line as we get ready to start the second quarter here. As Barrett completed a 3rd down pass for the first down to Paul Richardson, and then scrambles for the nice pickup there to get the first down. Barrett's going to come out under center here. Got strong formation. 2 tight ends off to the right on the short side of the field. Going to turn around, fakes the handoff, and fires a corner route. Incomplete. And it looked like that was the tight end Galbraith out there was the intended receiver, but not able to make the grab. Bringing a heavy blitz there from Houston, put the pressure on. He was not able to set and get a good throw off, so that one falls incomplete. And still only 1 completion, but early on here for Barrett. We see Houston has been quite aggressive early on in this one. Not only have Merciless, Watt, and Clowney and company been getting into the backfield, they have been shown a willingness to put the pressure on the young quarterback, and there it pays off. Second and 10 from the 22. Barrett's in the shotgun. Got Capers in the backfield. He's going to drop back pass, looks right. And he gets hit in the backfield by Jadavion Clowney. Takes him down. Clowney's been in the backfield twice now, and that's going to bring up a very long 3rd and 19. So with the sack there, you got to think, what are they going to do? Do you try to force it down the field, try to get a 20-yard pickup and get a first down, or are you just trying to go with something underneath, maybe even run it, screen pass, maybe something safe for Barrett, try to pick up a few yards and at least take your field goal and get a tie game here. Give your young quarterback some confidence. They're going to come out in a 2 tight end set. Interesting on the 3rd and 19. They're going to turn around, hand it off to Capers, who's out across the 30 to the 29, maybe a 1-yard gain. So they're going to go with a 46-yard field goal attempt for Cole Rector. Rector was 0 for 1 on field goals last week. We'll see if he can get his first field goal of the season. This one is down the middle, and it is long enough, so that one is good, and Tennessee ties it up on the field goal. Not the best drive in the world as Clowney comes in with the sack, but they at least got points out of it after the turnover by Matthews, and this game is tied. We're early on here in the second quarter. Georgia fan checking in the chat, WKXT. David Roy, who was also in the pregame, is in there. Wolf Moge checking in. Appreciate you guys all being here along with everybody else we gave a shout out to earlier. Hope you guys are enjoying the game. It's been a defensive battle early on as neither team's been able to get a whole lot of offense going. JT Barrett went 3 and out on his first 3 possessions and was finally able to get a benefit of a turnover and get down for 3 points in that one. Houston's 3 points also came by a turnover as Telvin Smith got the interception and Osweiler got him down to the 2-yard line, but then the Tennessee defense stiffened up and held them to 3. So we'll see what's going to go on here as each of these teams are starting to figure each other out. Twins to their right, 2 tight ends out there for Osweiler's under center. Hopkins going to come in motion. Looks like they're resetting the play, and Lamar Miller is in the backfield. They're going to turn around, hand it off to Miller, who cuts to the left and gets hit hard. Oh, and he fumbles. It's another fumble. He goes down. Jamal Adams looks like he was the one that forced it loose, but Houston able to get it back. Looks like Lamar Miller able to grab the ball after Adams popped it loose. Adams, a rookie a few years ago out of LSU, comes up with the big hit there. Not a rookie anymore. Didn't have a big impact in last week's game. Had 4 tackles and a tackle for loss, but he's making his presence felt here. A lot of big hitters on this Tennessee defense, and we see it there as they force the second fumble of the game here, and we're only early in the second quarter. So Osweiler's going to come out here on 2nd and 9 with twins to the left, 2 tight ends to the right, and Lamar Miller in the backfield. Wilson's going to come in motion, and they're going to turn around, fakes the handoff to Miller. He's going to look to his right. He fires in the coverage. Oh, and it's deflected back to Devin Allen, who looked like he came up with it. It looked like a tip drill, but Tennessee knocked it right to Allen, but Allen wasn't ready for it, I guess, and was not able to hold on to it. It falls incomplete. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 9 here from the Houston 26-yard line. Pack and T. Smith checking in the chat. What is up, guys? Glad you guys could make it. So 3rd and 9 here for Osweiler, and the Houston Texans already fumbled twice in this game. Tennessee's defense is no joke. They got bunch 3 wide receivers to the left. Allen split out to the right. Definitely got to keep an eye on him, especially with the wide side of the field. Lamar Miller, the protector in the backfield. Everybody's going out for a pass. There's pressure off the edge, and Osweiler's taken down as the blitz off the edge. T.J. Ward, the former safety from the Broncos, comes through with the safety blitz there, gets him down with the sack, and that's going to force a punt. So nice selective aggression there by the Tennessee defense as they force a punt. They weren't able to get the turnover on the fumble, but they forced one there by getting the sack and forcing Houston to punt. So Turpin's going to be back there, takes it just outside of the 30-yard line, cuts to the right. He makes the guy miss and taken down just short of the 50-yard line. And that's where Tennessee and company is going to take over here with 9:06 to go here in the second quarter. 3-3 ball game. Lots of defense early on. We've had a couple of turnovers. Each team's had a turnover so far. Barrett's thrown an interception. Lamar Miller's fumbled twice. One of them was actually picked up by Houston. So Barrett's under center. He's going to drop back pass. Throws a halfback screen there to Capers, who spins away from one guy across the first down marker, and he's got the first down out to the 37-yard line. So nice job there. They actually caught Houston in the blitz, trying to bring the safety blitz off the side. They actually throw the screen to that side. Barrett does a nice job of finding Capers. Capers follows block down the sideline for a nice little pickup and a first down. I believe that's only the third first down for Tennessee so far in this game. So 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Barrett's going to come out under center. I formation, 3 wide receivers. He's making some adjustments at the line, and he's going to turn around, hands it off to Capers, who is met in the backfield. And he is pounded there by J.J. Watt, who we saw get the sack early in the game. He comes through, makes the, well, it's going to be a no gain, almost a tackle for loss. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. I liked what we saw with the halfback screen on the first play. I'd like to see more kind of plays like that. Well, don't try to force Barrett to throw it downfield. Give him some chances. You got playmakers on the outside. Give him a chance to make some plays in space. They did it on the first pass. We'll see what they do as we progress in this drive. 2nd and 10 here. He's going to turn around, fakes the handoff. He's getting pressure, and Clowney at him again. Takes him down at the 45-yard line. Another big play there. As Clowney's able to take him down for a 2nd sack of the game. And Tennessee is just kind of shaking their head. What do we got to do to block this guy? The play action not able to pick up the block, and that's going to bring up another long 3rd down here for Tennessee. 3rd and 18 now from the Houston 45-yard line. Actually, I think that might have been Tay Glover right on the blitz off of the corner. The corner blitz got through. I think I called that one wrong. I thought it was Clowney. He's been doing a great job of getting off the block there. But I think that was the nickel corner, Glover Wright, who was able to get in and make that sack. 3rd and 18, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Barrett in the shotgun with his personal protector, Joe Mixon, there in the backfield. He's a drop back pass, looks right, looks left, and scrambles to his right. He's going to check it down, and that was caught by the tight end, taken down to the 35. So they get enough to maybe try a field goal here. I don't know if Cole Rector's got the leg for a 52-yarder. But we're about to find out here. It's indoors, so he's got an opportunity to put everything he's got in this one. It's going to be a 52-yard field goal. This one is up. It's down the middle, and it's off the camera. Off the camera that sits in the middle of the goalpost. And that is good. The camera is in play, so that is good. It was just a little bit over the crossbar, so camera cannot make the field goal. No good. Rector just able to get that 52-yarder through there. And Tennessee, even though they've struggled mightily on offense, has a 6-3 lead here with 6:19 to go in the second quarter. So Osweiler and company coming back out here, and you got to wonder, what are you going to do with Lamar Miller fumbling twice? I believe it was, no, actually I think Darkwa fumbled the first time, and then Miller fumbled the second time. So they've got both of their running backs have fumbled early on in this one. You've got to be a little concerned. Osweiler threw for 495 yards last week. I'd like to say, hey, the running game just doesn't have it today. So, go ahead and put that big arm to use again. We'll see what they do here. 1st and 10 from the 25. I formation. Osweiler drops back, throws the pass out to the flat to Lamar Miller. He just gets blasted in the backfield. I did not see who made that. I know Dory Jackson typically lines up on that side. I wasn't sure if he was actually one that made that hit, but blows him up for a 4-yard loss. And that one didn't quite work out. They looked at what Tennessee did on their last drive, starting off with the screen pass on their first pass of the drive, and Houston tried to do the same thing, although this was more of a throw out to the flank to the running back, but nothing doing there. So it's 2nd and 14, shotgun here for Osweiler's got a couple of receivers out to the left. 3 receivers, actually. Hopkins in the slot, definitely going to watch out for him. He's going to turn around, and he's going to hand that one off to Miller. It goes around the right, and he's able to pick up 7 yards up to the 28-yard line, and that will bring up a manageable 3rd and 7. Nice play there. Jamal Adams in on the tackle. Already got 4 tackles early on in this one. We're not even halfway through the second quarter, and Jamal Adams already has 4 tackles. So he definitely had his Wheaties this morning. Ryan Shazier made the hit in the backfield. Got Big P as our spotter down on the sideline. They're actually up in the air, wherever he is. He's spotting us. Appreciate the look there. 3rd and 7. Osweiler in the shotgun. Got 3 receivers out to the left again. Drop back pass. Looks right. Looks left. He's getting pressured. He's taken down in the backfield as Clay Matthews gets him, hauls him down just outside of the 10-yard line. Another big loss on this drive, and Houston's going to run back to the sideline with their heads down. 4th and 22 as Brett Kern's going to come on to punt, and Turpin's going to take this one. Good field position coming up here for Tennessee. Turpin's going to take it at the 35, gets all across the 45 out to the right, and it looks like there's going to be a penalty. Turpin wrestled out of bounds, but I think this one is coming back, and it is. It's coming back to the 44-yard line. Still good field position as Tennessee will take over from there. They started off with a fullback or a halfback screen on the first play of the last drive. Haven't been able to do a whole lot with the running game, although it's been a little bit more effective than Barrett to this point. We'll see what they do here. Got bunch out to the right. Houston's going to spread their line, and nowhere to go as Capers up to get out to the 45, and that's about it. 5 carries, 15 yards for Capers early on in this one. And as it looks like Tony Brown, the cornerback, comes in and makes that tackle on only a 1-yard gain. So they go with the screen to the right side and now the pitch to the right side. Looks like Tennessee's favoring the right side of their line. They have seen some pressure come through. We've seen the cornerback blitz. We've also seen Clowney with the tackle for loss and a sack off of that side. So maybe they're a little scared to run to that direction. 2nd and 9 here, shotgun. And receiver's going to come in, motion fakes the handoff, going to throw it. That's a corner route out to Galbraith, who breaks one tackle and gets out to the 30-yard line. So they missed on the corner route to him earlier in the game. That one, they complete the fake handoff to Tyreek Hill, and then they hit the tight end corner route to Colbreth for the first down. So nice play there by Tennessee. It's going to bring up a 1st and 10 from the Houston 30-yard line. Barrett's going to come out under center, strong formation, and then Colbreth is offset to the right, turns around, fakes the handoff to Foreman's getting pressure. He's going to dump it off, and that one is caught. Looks like Colbreth again. And I believe it was. It's not showing me. Yep, Colbreth with his 3rd catch for 45 yards as the play-action rollout is effective for a 9-yard gain. Going to bring up 2nd and inches here from the 20-yard line. So they're doing a good job of getting Barrett out of the pocket now a little bit. They threw the screen pass. They had a couple of rollouts. He scrambled out a little bit on his own. Looks like they're finally starting to find their rhythm a little bit on offense, which could be trouble for the Houston defense. Turnaround hand is off to Foreman. Gets the first down, and he's out to the 15-yard line before he is met by 3 Houston Texans. That's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Tennessee leads 6-3 here from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. First and 10 coming up here from the 16-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter as Tennessee is driving after forcing the 3-and-out from Houston. Barrett in the pistol formation with Capers in the backfield. Got Colbreth offset to the right, 2 receivers out to his left. Barrett's going to turn around, fires on the out route, and that is caught for a first down inside the 5 as Dorial Green Beckham makes his first grab of the game, a 12-yard pickup, and they're going to have it 1st and goal from the 4 with time ticking down here in the first half. So first trip inside the red zone for this game for Barrett and company. They got Foreman in the backfield, pistol formation, 2 tight ends set. 9-8 in the box for Houston. They try to go with a sweep along the outside. Foreman cuts inside. Nice move there. I thought he was going to get inside, but Clowney's there to shut it down. Only a 1-yard gain on the outside run. So that's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 3. I think Tennessee's content letting some of this time run off the clock. Whether they get a field goal or a touchdown, they definitely don't want to give a whole lot of time to Brock Osweiler and some of these speedy receivers like Devin Allen. Barrett 6 of 7 on his last 7 passes in this game after starting out 0 for 5. So A nice rebound for Barrett. He's in the pistol again here with 2 receivers off the left. Turn around. They're going to hand it off to Capers up the middle, and he fights forward, and he's in for a touchdown. Touchdown, Stacey Capers and the Tennessee Titans, and they're going to go up here 13-3 with 1:03 to go here in the second quarter. Right on cue. Omlinator says they got to finish the drives, and they do there. They're able to punch it in from 3 yards out as Capers gets the touchdown. That's his second touchdown of the season. The rookie running back. So there are a couple of rookies on offense for Tennessee, as both Culbreth and Capers are rookies. So 13-3 lead here for Tennessee, and they're going to kick it deep as Gannon's going to wave his hand and get the touchback. So Houston will come out at the 25. They got all 3 timeouts. Got to imagine they're going to be a little aggressive. Plenty of time to move down the field, at least get in the field goal range and try to make this a 7-point game. If not, getting all the way down the field for a touchdown. So we'll see what Brock Osweiler and company wants to do here. And now everybody in this chat is saying Houston needs to contain JT. We were talking early on. It looked like JT just wasn't ready for the spotlight. Just could not get anything going. And now the chat's like, oh, you got to contain him. He's the star of the game now, apparently. Split formation, 2 wide receivers to either side. Actually, Wilson's off to the right. But they're going to turn around and hand that off to Miller. He's got good blocking. He's out across the 30, a 6-yard pickup. And they're going to hurry up back to the line, trying to catch him off balance a little bit there. So they're going to come back out with the split wide receiver shotgun formation here for Osweiler and company. He drops back, fires over to the right. That's complete to Wilson, who's able to get out of bounds after picking up the first down. It's going to stop the clock with 44 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. They still have all 3 timeouts. And 2 nice plays there for Houston. The Houston owner, Woodsmall, is a veteran owner. He's been around for a while. He definitely does not panic in these situations. Knows how to smartly move the ball down the field. So Tennessee's definitely going to have to be smart about how they play defense and make sure they don't give up a big play. Trips out to the left here for Osweiler, who's in the shotgun once again. Miller goes in motion. Osweiler looks to the right, then fires over the middle. And that one's complete to DeAndre Hopkins over the middle. I believe that's his first catch. They're going to take the first time out with 40 seconds to go here in the second quarter, down to the Tennessee 44-yard line. So run on first down and 2 passes, and they've got 2 first downs and are about 10 yards away from a makeable field goal attempt for their kicker, Richard Tercero. Tercero 3 for 3 last week, so keep an eye on that. Tennessee going with a shift on defense. Empty set here for Osweiler. He's going to make some changes. And they're bringing the blitz off the edge, but he completes it over the middle to Devin Allen, who's able to get out across the 35 down the 33. They're going to no huddle here. They do have 2 timeouts still, but Osweiler sees something he likes, and he's going to switch. Miller is going to come into the backfield, trips off to the left now for Osweiler. 24 seconds to go. Fakes the handoff. Osweiler's got plenty of time. They're only rushing 3, and he fires that into traffic, and it's picked off. Oh, he had plenty of time, and Adoree Jackson, who's becoming a star on this Tennessee defense, comes up with an interception. He had 2 last week, 2 in the final game between these 2 teams last year, and he's got 1 there as Osweiler, with plenty of time, forces a pass. Great coverage as Tennessee drops 8 in the coverage, and Tennessee comes up with the pick there. Adoree Jackson, the big play, and you would think that they're going to be happy just taking the knee and coming out of this first half with a 10-point lead, even after struggling with 3 3-and-outs on their first 3 drives of the game. So indeed, Barrett's going to take the knee, and they're going to go into halftime now. Houston's got to be shaking their head. They came out playing much better, had some of the momentum early on, but they let this young guy get the momentum going for himself, and now it looks like everything's working Tennessee's way. Houston's going to have to try to do something to change it. This is halftime. You are listening to the PX1 Sports Network here on Twitch.tv. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Hope you guys are enjoying the game. Tennessee leads 13-3, and they will kick it off here to start the second half. Tercero's going to kick that deep. That's going to be taken in the end zone by Dawson. He is going to wait for the fair catch. So nothing doing there. And Houston's going to start off at their own 25-yard line after the big interception there by Osweiler. That's their second turnover of the first half. Darkwa fumbled and turned the ball over earlier on in the half, and then obviously Osweiler there, as we saw at the end of the half. They're going to turn around, pitch this one off to Miller. Gets pretty good blocking, but a block shot, and he stiff arms as P.J. Williams got off his block, trying to get over there. Miller stiff arms and picked up an extra yard or two, but good pursuit. One thing, if you watched the game last week with Jacksonville, almost every time, didn't matter if it was a run, a pass, didn't matter, it always looked like there was 3 guys from this Tennessee defense standing around. So they are a team that will swarm to the ball, and we saw that on the turnover, on the fumble, and we see it there as Miller had good blocking on the outside, but all of a sudden 3 guys come out of nowhere and shut that down. 2nd and 5 here from the 30-yard line. Strong formation off to the left, twins to the right, and they're going to hand that one off to Lamar Miller, who's out across the 30, but not much doing there. As OO, I'm just going to say Owa, his initials are OO. I cannot pronounce his name, so I'm not even going to try. I'm not going to do the man the disservice of hearing me butcher his name. 3rd and 4 here with 11 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Houston at their own 31-yard line, trailing by 10 points here in front of their home crowd here on this Tuesday night. So shotgun formation here for Osweiler. Got 1 receiver to the right, 2 to the left. Miller in the backfield. Going to turn around, throw an out route to Devin Allen, who makes a guy miss, and he's down the sideline, and a nice tackle there by number 33, Jamal Adams, the strong safety. Allen has a lot of speed. He makes the first guy miss. Sometimes those are going to go to the house, but Adams does a good job of getting over there and hauling him down. Nice pickup, though, and they're got a first down out across the midfield to the 48-yard line. First and 10 from the 48. Osweiler in the shotgun. Once again, got 2 receivers out to the left, Gannon and Hopkins. Devin Allen off to the right, Miller in the backfield. And they're going to throw that one outside to Gannon. Tried to do the same thing, just the opposite side, a different receiver, and that one didn't work out. Tennessee was ready for it as Williams is in there to knock that one down or break that play up. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. I am Dalton. Welcome back to the stream. If you haven't heard back, I would imagine it was because the application might not have showed the experience that we were looking for a VIP league. I will encourage you to check back with Madden 18 as we will have our development league going. You can get started, and that way it allows you a chance to learn the game. If you don't have a lot of experience playing in sim leagues, that's a good way to start. Definitely check back. We're glad you're checking into the broadcast. Hopefully you continue to check them out, even if you don't join. But that is likely what's going on there. So thank you for checking it out either way. 1st and 10 here from the 31 as that was moved down. Nice little 17-yard pickup there. And we're going to come out here with split backs here for Osweiler in the shotgun. He turns around and fires it over the middle into traffic. Almost picked up there by Luke Wilson, who's not able to hold on to it. We see another one where Tennessee gets their hands on it, knocks it to a Houston receiver, and the Houston receiver is not able to capitalize on it. Good protection there, but then the pocket started to collapse, and Osweiler got a little antsy there and threw it into traffic, so he's definitely got to shift that around. Osweiler's one of those guys who is prone to turn the ball over a little bit. You know, he's one of those guys, I believe he had 22 interceptions a couple years ago. Then he got hurt last year. We talked about that. Got hurt in week 1 by Khalil Mack. Missed part of the season. Had 23 interceptions in 2017, 16 last year playing a limited schedule. So we know he is prone to the turnover. He's definitely got to watch that. 2nd and 10, he's making some adjustments from the shotgun. Drops back, looks to his left, and he fires it incomplete. No one home. Looked like he was looking for DeAndre Hopkins, and he and his star receiver were not on the same page, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 10. .906 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Tennessee leading 13-3 here from NRG Stadium. But Houston is driving here, trying to get back on the board. They went up 3-0, and then it's been 13 straight points by Tennessee. So Houston trying to do something here, as they are in field goal range, but they definitely like to get a touchdown, as not much has been going for them so far. 3rd and 10 from the 31. Osweiler is going to go under center in a 3-wide weak formation. Turn around, hand it off to Miller. He goes up the middle, and he is hit by Jamal Adams, who stops him short of the first down. That's got to be, I was going to say, got to be 6 tackles already for for Adams, and that's going to force a field goal. That was an interesting play there on the third and long. They're content just getting the field goal and making it a 7-point game. As Tercero comes on, he's going to kick this one right down the middle, and that one is good. So 13-6 now with 8:27 to go here in the third quarter. We just have the one league right now. Typically we have 2 leagues going, but the other one didn't have a whole lot of activity as we're about 6 months into the release. So like I said, definitely check back with us and submit your application again in the summer as we see Turpin come out to the 32-yard line. And we will see if we can get you in to the Dev League. You can work your way up to the VIP League. Definitely interested in that. So 1st and 10 here from the 32 as Tennessee is going to come back out here on offense with a 7-point lead. JT Barrett struggled in this game, started off 0 for 5, then went 6 for 7 on his next string of passes. Looked like he's got his confidence under him, has led a couple of drives down the field, and Houston now is really looking for a way to stop the young signal caller. So Barrett's going to come out under center, 3 wide receivers, I formation with Capers in the backfield. And he's going to turn around, fakes the handoff, and Latulele comes free. Did not bite on that play fake, and Barrett goes down, 7-yard loss. Latulele on the sack, and I believe that's 3 sacks now for Houston if my memory serves me correct. So not the place that you want to start off at 2nd and 17. You know, sometimes you want to be a little bit confusing. You don't want to let them figure out what you're going to do. They came out with the halfback screen a couple drives ago, which was a nice play. And, don't want to come out running the ball every time, but then sometimes stuff like that happens. You start your drive 2nd and 17, and those are hard holes to dig out from under. Barrett drops back, looks right, then turns left, fires over to the left, and that one is overthrown. Looks like he's trying to find Capers out of the backfield on the wheel route once again. Overthrew him in the first quarter, and he overthrows him again, and he gets hit in the process, and he's a little slow getting up. That's not something that Tennessee wants to say. They do have a little bit of depth in the backfield for Tennessee, or at least as far as quarterbacks go. JT Barrett is the backup, but they also have Quentin Flowers, who was drafted a couple years ago. He is their 3rd string, backup now. So if anything happens to Barrett, you will see him come in. 3rd and 17, 3 receivers go out to the left here for Tennessee. Capers in the backfield. They've been aggressive on these long 3rd downs. Let's see if they can keep it up here. And Barrett taking his time, trying to decide what he wants to do. And finally he's going to snap the ball, and he's going to pass. Now he's going to scramble out to his left and out to the 35 before he is forced out of bounds. So nice little pickup there by Barrett as he's able to pick up 11 yards. They lost on the sack. Either way, it's still going to be a punt, but they get a little bit better field position. So nice awareness by Barrett there to get out of the pocket and pick up some yards with nobody open downfield. And Jordan Berry is going to come on and punt here. He's going to take it from his 20 and kick it deep. And that one looks that's a nice punt, as that one goes out of bounds right at the 20-yard line again, and not able to do anything with that one. So Brock Osweiler and company coming back out here with 6:56 to go here in the third quarter, trailing by 7, but they were able to get down and get a field goal on their last drive, looking for their first touchdown of this game, as that Tennessee defense has been suffocating. 1st and 10, 2 receivers out to the left, 2 tight ends out to the right. Tennessee shifting their defense. Lamar Miller in the background. They're going to turn around, hand it off to Miller, who goes up the middle, makes the guy miss, gets across the 30 out to the 31. Nice run there by Miller as he picks up the first down. 47 yards rushing on 13 carries for the former University of Miami product so far in this one. WKXT and David Roy telling him to bring the heat. And I don't know if he was saying that about Barrett or Osweiler. Sometimes seeing things late in the track, you're not really sure. There's motion out to the outside. They're going to hand that off to Darkwa. Darkwa makes a little move there and gets out across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 4 carries, 7 yards for the backup Texans running back, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and 4. Jason McCourty in on the tackle. The guy with the number that we didn't know who he was earlier. So Osweiler and company doing a pretty good job there. Apparently they heard my comment. They brought the heat on that play, but nice run to the outside by Darkwa. Miller back in the backfield there. We got a 3 wide receiver set. Osweiler is under center on this one. Tennessee backing off the coverage. And they're going to turn around, hand that off to Miller. He's got decent room, and he's able to get out across the 40 out to the 42-yard line before Clay Matthews is able to wrestle him down. That's a first down. Another first down. Houston's definitely got to be leading the first down department. They've had several first downs. They've just been plagued by the 2 turnovers and the nice defensive stand by Tennessee early on in this one. So 1st and 10 here from the 42. 4 receivers out there under center. Look here for Osweiler. Darkwa in the backfield. Osweiler making a change at the line of scrimmage. And he's going to drop back the pass. Looks right, looks left. Got plenty of time. He's going to shoot this one deep downfield. And that one is up in the air, and it's picked off. What an amazing play. And Adoree Jackson once again comes down with his 2nd interception. Whoever said Jalen Ramsey is the best cornerback in the league, I want to argue with you, because right now Adoree Jackson is claiming that title. His 2nd pick of the game, 4th interception in 2 games so far this year. 4 interceptions in his last 2 games against Houston. This guy is all over the place. Tried to take the shot downfield, and an amazing defense there by Adoree Jackson. Tennessee is back on the attack here from their own 20-yard line. Barrett back to pass, going to take a shot of his own, and that one is picked off again. Wow, great defense the other way as Tony Brown says, anything you can do, I can do better. I am better than you, and he makes the great coverage there on Tyreek Hill. He comes away with interceptions, so on back-to-back pass plays, interceptions for each team. I still think Adoree Jackson's coverage was a little bit better, but that was a great play there by Tony Brown coming up with the equalizer, and Houston gets the ball back at their own 36-yard line. What a dramatic 2 plays there by these 2 teams trading interceptions. So 1st and 10 from the 36 as Osweiler. He's going to come back out to pass. He can take another shot. Nope, he's going to check it down underneath to Devin Allen, who tries to dive over Clay Matthews and kind of falls on his face. A little weird collision there, but a 9-yard pickup, and that's going to be 2nd and 1 now for the Houston Texans. Got Big P saying in chat that you don't do that. You got momentum in the ball. You just got the big interception. There's definitely an argument to be made there, but also if Hill's able to get loose there with a big play and get a touchdown, that could be a huge difference right there. So definitely can argue that one either way as they're going to turn around and hand this one off to Darkwa, who gets met in the backfield, and a wall of humanity is not allowing him to get across the first down marker. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 1 here from the 45. Xavier Roy does have a good point in the chat. Barrett does not have a good deep ball, so if you add that into the equation, I like the aggressiveness. Tennessee is known to be a little bit aggressive. They're trying to take a shot, go with the dagger there, but Barrett's deep ball is not the greatest, and he underthrew that one a little bit and was able to get picked off. This one's a throw into the flat, and Miller just completely misses whoever there was in on the tackle. It might have been Adoree Jackson, actually, completely whipped on the tackle. Miller's is able to get out to the 20-yard line. Big first down there for Houston, and they are in striking position here. A drastic change of the bench. This game was kind of plodding along a little bit, a very, very much a defensive battle, and then all of a sudden the big play by Adoree Jackson, and then Tennessee comes back, turns it over again, and now it's got the chat fired up, it's got me fired up. We don't know what's going. Houston's fired up. They got the ball back after the interception, and they're moving down the field right now. And Tennessee's a little too aggressive, trying to make tackles there in the backfield and just flying right by guys. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. I formation, strong to the left, twins out to the right. Also, they're making adjustments, going to turn around, hand it off to Miller, and he gets met in the backfield. What a great play as he is taken down in the backfield. That is number 47, Ryan Shazier, the former Steeler and Ohio State Buckeye, who comes free and makes that play, holds him to a 1-yard gain. Miller giving him props after that one. He's like, I didn't see where you were coming from. I thought I had a hole, and all of a sudden you blew that stuff up, so props to you on that one. Nice play there by Ryan Shazier. So just over 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Still a 7-point lead here by Tennessee as Houston is knocking on the door there, though. They are at the 18-yard line, 2nd and 9 coming up here. Strong formation to the left, twins to the right. Allen and Hopkins out there lined up out wide. And this is going to be thrown into the flat. Allen, and he is wrestled down. Adoree Jackson able to make the tackle, but not able to stop him from a first down. So that's going to bring up a 1st and goal from the 10. They have to punch it into the end zone. They cannot get a first down without getting across that goal line. We'll see if they're able to do it. Last time they got stuffed on the 2-yard line and had to kick a field goal. Let's see what they're able to do with this opportunity. Georgia fan says that he turned away and missed a lot. He did indeed. Back-to-back interceptions as both teams took shots downfield. Adoree Jackson came up with an amazing interception. Tony Brown equalized the effort on the very next play, and Houston gets the ball back. So 1st and goal here, and the shotgun. They're going to fire it over there, and that one is caught by Wilson, the tight end, on the quick little corner route there, just inside of the goal line. And Tennessee has their equalizer, and barring anything drastic here, is going to have tied this game up here with 1:16 to go in the 3rd quarter. So tie ball game here late in the 3rd quarter. This game early on looked like Houston had an opportunity to run away with it, and all of a sudden Houston couldn't do anything, and Tennessee got out to a 10-point lead. Looked like they were in control and might run away with it. Now, as we're about to head into the 4th quarter, this game's all tied up, and we're looking for a fantastic finish. Here's the kick return out across the 20-yard line by Tyreek Hill, as he's not able to go very far, not even able to get out to the 25. Interesting that Turpin isn't back there. Typically their normal return guy, but he wasn't back there. Hill getting the kick return there as he gets it out to the 23. So that's where JT Barrett and company is going to start off from their own 23-yard line. 1:12 to go in the 3rd quarter. Tie ball game, 13-all here from NRG Stadium in Houston. Barrett's going to come out in the pistol formation, 2 wide receivers off to the left. And he's going to turn around, hand it off to Capers. Capers got a little bit of running room, and he goes out across the 30-yard line down to the 31-yard line. So nice run there. 7 carries, 27 yards, and a touchdown now for Capers on the game. And not a whole lot of rushing for either team. Both defenses pretty strong, being able to contain the running game for the most part. And neither team really with any big plays, as both these teams done very well. The defense has been making the plays, coming up with interceptions and fumbles. 3 turnovers for Houston, 2 for Tennessee. At least for their offenses. Flip those if you're looking at the defense. I know I might have confused you guys there. So 2nd and 1 coming up here, as this might be the last play of the 3rd quarter. We'll see how long this play takes when they're able to get the snap off. Might get one more in. Barrett's going to go under center, twins to the left, 2 tight ends out to the right, turns around, handing off to Foreman, who tries to get around and spins across the 1st down marker, and he's got the 1st down, and there's 23 seconds left. Let's see if they try to get another play off here, if they're content letting the clock run out, which they're able to do. 30 seconds on the play clock, a 13-second difference between the play clock and game clock. And that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. Great action so far in this one, 13-13, as Tennessee and Houston are battling here on the PX1 Sports Network. I'm your play-by-play host, Mike Peters. Hope you guys are enjoying the game. If you guys are interested in joining one of our leagues and finding out more about the players that you see here on the field, please go to px1sports.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at px1sports. 1st and 10, Barrett's going to drop back pass, fires it over to his left, missed tackle there, out across the 40 down to the 45, where he is taken down as Hill makes another grab there. 7 of 15 now for JT Barrett. Not a great game overall, but he's actually been making some pretty good decisions after a really slow start where he started 0-5. 1st down there out to the 45, and that's where they'll come out here for their 2nd 1st down of the drive. Barrett's in the shotgun, got 2 receivers off to the left. Capers in the backfield, throws it out, quick pass. That one is complete before he's taken down. I think that was Beckham, but there's a flag on the play. And this one is coming back, so that nice 9-yard pickup is taken back to the 44-yard line. So they actually only lose 1 yard on the penalty, but they do lose that nice completion out there to Dorial Green Beckham. So 1st and 11, another shotgun here by Barrett. 2 receivers to the left, tight end and receiver out to the right. Capers in the backfield. They're going to turn around, fake the handoff. Capers with a nice block in the backfield. They're going to throw it deep downfield, and he outruns him. Whoa! I didn't think that one was going to go, but that's a touchdown by Cavante Turpin. Barrett threw that one into coverage. Turpin looked like he was covered easily on that one. All of a sudden, he just turned on the Jets and exploded past the defender there. A big touchdown there by Tennessee, and they're going to go up 20-13 here early on in the 4th quarter. So big play there by JT Barrett. I thought that was going to be a repeat of the Brown interception where he throws it in the coverage trying to get his fast wide receivers. But wow, Turpin, you see there, he turned on the Jets. He just accelerated past the I believe it was the safety. I did not catch who that was in coverage, but he just blows by him. Great acceleration there. It definitely shows you the playmaking ability of Cavante Turpin, and he gets the touchdown there. That is Turpin's first touchdown of the season. Actually second touchdown. Sorry, he did have one last week against Jacksonville. So second touchdown of the season for Turpin on that play. So 20-13 now. Tennessee gets the momentum back, and now Houston's going to have to answer. Plenty of time left in this game no matter what happens, but after that big play, you definitely like to get a touchdown here if you are Houston. But we see Osweiler has not been great throwing those balls deeper down the field in this game. Do they throw one in the traffic, try to do the same thing, or are they content with trying to just move the ball down the field? Allen's in the slot. Definitely got to keep an eye on him. Gator, one of their backup receivers with Will Fuller being out, but they're going to hand this one off to Miller, who's down almost to the 35-yard line. Going to be short of the first down, so a 9-yard pickup there by Miller and 69 yards total rushing for Houston so far in this one. Devontae Turpin, wide receiver out of TCU. I'm surprised Georgia fan doesn't know who that guy is. 2nd and 1 here for Houston. They come out with a weak left, 3 wide receiver formation, and they get stuffed in the backfield. But Miller is able to get those legs going forward and picks up the first down. Nice leg drive there by Lamar Miller. He picks up the first down. In on the tackle. So nice play there. You got to like when you're running back. You get that leg drive going and push forward, gets met in the backfield, or not in the backfield, but short of the first down, and is able to push forward and pick up the first down. So we're under 10 minutes to go here in the game, and a first down, 1st and 10 from the 35 as Osweiler comes out in the shotgun. Got Darkwa off to his left, Gannon and Allen to the right, DeAndre Hopkins out to the right, and Osweiler's going to drop back pass, pump fakes to his left, throws right to Hopkins with the one-handed catch. Oh, and it's bopped up in the air and picked off by Jamal Adams. Wow, that one looked like an amazing catch there by DeAndre Hopkins. Might have done too much, reaches back across the defender with the one-handed catch, but then he gets hit and the ball pops loose and right to Jamal Adams, who's able to come up with that one. And I believe that's the 4th interception for Brock Osweiler. If I remember correctly, I knew he did they have the fumble, so maybe that's the 4th turnover. Maybe it's 3 interceptions for Osweiler. Dory Jackson's got 2, and now Jamal Adams comes up with 1. First play here is a pitch to Foreman. He's got room to run. He gets out across the 40 to the 34. So a nice first down run as Dante Foreman's got 6 carries for 20 yards in this one. And Tennessee is, after the very slow start, definitely looks like the better team. They found the momentum. They're making big plays. Osweiler is not playing well here in the home opener for the Houston Texans today, and this crowd is not liking what they're seeing. Tennessee up by 7, just over 9 minutes to go. They are at the Houston 34-yard line. Barrett under center, got 2 tight ends. One of them is going to come in motion here to the left, and he's going to turn around, hand that one off to Foreman. Big hole up the middle, and he is across the 25 down to the 23-yard line, and another first down run by the former Texas Longhorn. Got Big P says time to put the nail in the coffin. Even if they got a touchdown here, there's still probably going to be about 7 minutes to go. So it wouldn't necessarily be the nail, but they would definitely be looking at a big hill to climb to tie this one up. But it is not impossible. The Houston offense can be explosive, but right now Tennessee making all the right moves. I formation, 3 wide receivers with Barrett under center. Houston shifting, they're going to turn around, hand that one off to Capers, who meets the defender in the backfield. That was number 43, Josie Jewell, the former Iowa Hawkeye, who gets stiff arm out of the way, and Capers able to pick up a few extra yards there, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and 5 as we approach 8 minutes to go in this one. So the running game for Tennessee definitely taken off. We saw 2 big first down runs by Dante Foreman, and now Capers gets the 5-yard run, which included the big stiff arm to the face of Josie Jewell. And that's going to bring up the 2nd and 5 here for JT Barrett's in a weak formation, or actually strong formation to the right with 3 wide receivers. Going to turn around, hand that one off to Capers. He's met in the backfield, and it looked like J.J. Watt and Whitney Merciless maybe were able to get in on that tackle. Actually, Christian Kirksey, another Iowa Hawkeye, Christian Kirksey and J.J. Watt in the backfield. That's going to be a 2-yard loss. You see J.J. Watt waving his hands there. He says, we're not going to let you put up 7. You might be in field goal range, but we're going to hold you there. We'll see if that's going to be the case. 3rd and 7 coming up here from the Houston 20-yard line. So Tennessee's coming out with two tight ends. Barrett in the shotgun, heel to the right. He's coming in motion, and they're going to turn around pass. They're going to throw a little halfback screen, and that one's complete, but it is wrestled down in the backfield, and I think that was Jadavion Clowney. He was either Clowney or Telvin Smith. I couldn't see if it was 50 or 90, but I think it was Telvin Smith. Gets through and breaks that one up. So great play there by the Houston defense. They indeed did shut down the Tennessee offense and held them to just a field goal. So a 10-point game here with 6:19 to go. Tennessee leads 23-13 here from Houston. So Tercero to kick, and he is going to kick it deep. And Doss is going to be back there to return this one. And he takes it up the middle. Tries to cut across the right. I don't know what he was doing. He had an opportunity to go across the 20-yard line, probably get up to the 22, 23 maybe, but got a little greedy there, and Houston's going to have to start at the 18-yard line. You don't think a few yards makes a huge difference, but over the course of a game, that can play a big role. You start losing yards here and there. You know, if they get to a situation where they get a 3rd and 10 from the 37 and can't kick a field goal, those few yards wind up costing you. So 1st and 10 here for Osweiler. Single back formation, Miller in the backfield. They're going to turn around, hand it off to him. He's got room up the middle, cuts to the right, cross the first down marker out to the 30-yard line. So nice run there by Miller, who's got 18 carries for 74 yards. And this one's 6 minutes to play. Houston trails by 10. Tennessee started off slow. JT Barrett went 0 for 5 on his first 5 passes. They went 3 and out on the first 3 drives, but they have taken control, and they now lead 23-13 here late in this one. Osweiler in the shotgun, and he is hit in the backfield, but he does get it away, and he is pounding the ground like, guys, what are you doing? You got to block for me. Don't let that get through, but it does, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. So 2nd and 10 here for Houston, as they come out in a shotgun with Gannon in the slot to the left along with Hopkins on the far side. Osweiler looks to her right, fires back across the left to Hopkins in the left, and he's out close to midfield. Another first down here by Houston, and they're going to go no huddle here with just over 5 minutes to go on this one. Miller in the backfield, same formation they had before. Houston, except for Wilson, splits out a little bit. Now they're going to change. Wilson's going to come in a little bit tighter in. Allen's going to come across to the left side, putting trips out there, fakes the handoff to Miller, and he's going to fire it over. Ooh, that kind of looked like that was in traffic, but the Tennessee defender, Xavier Gooden, got turned around a little bit on that one, but it falls incomplete, as not able to haul that one in. So 2nd and 10 coming up again here for Houston at the 49-yard line. Osweiler trying to shake off his 3 interceptions this one. They also had a fumble by Darkwa, 4 turnovers by Houston. And they need to get something going here quickly, as time is draining away on this one in their home opener, trailing by 10 to Tennessee. Osweiler comes out in the shotgun, got 3 wide receivers to the right this time. Hopkins isolated off to the left, Miller in the backfield. Osweiler looks to the right, then looks to the left, and he finds Hopkins, who turns back inside, and he's got room to run inside the 15 to the 10, and he's taken down at the 6-yard line. Jason McCourty with the touchdown saving tackle. So nice play there by Hopkins as he gets found on the comeback route, turns inside, gets the cornerback turned around, and then accelerates down the sideline, and McCourty has got to be there to save that from being touchdown. 1st and goal here from the 6-yard line, 4:23 to play. Osweiler in the shotgun. He's got plenty of time. He finds a wide open Devin Allen in the end zone, and that is a touchdown for the Houston Texans. And just like that, this is now a 3-point ball game. And there's just over 4 minutes to go. Tercero almost blocked, and there's a flag on the play. I guess he got him. He didn't get his hand on the ball, so it winds up being a penalty, but almost blocked there. That would have been big had they got through and blocked that PAT. But it is a 23-20 game. The penalty is going to let them kick this one right through the uprights. Actually, no, they don't. And actually, Turpin's going to be back there, and he's going to field it deep. He's out across the 20 to the 25, and taken down, looks like, at about just shy of the 26-yard line. So interesting decision there. Thought with the penalty they'd be able to boot it right through the uprights, but maybe they got a little lazy, and Turpin says, I'm going to make you pay if you're not going to do that. And almost breaks one, but gets wrestled down at the 25. So that's where JT Barrett and company will come out with a 3-point lead, 4:15 to go. Now this is the spot where you want to see what Barrett's got, as this line's going to have to block. And Barrett's going to have to be a game manager here. Wants to move the ball down, pick up some first downs, and try to kill off this clock. They hand that one off to Foreman, who runs into the back of his lineman, and it looked like that was Christian Kirksey again on the tackle. He's got 3 tackles now in the game as we get under 4 minutes to play. So we're going to see a lot of Foreman and probably some Stacy Capers here on this drive as Tennessee is going to try to tick down this clock. And if they don't score or completely make the clock run down, they're going to want to leave Houston's explosive offense as little time as possible. We haven't seen a ton of the explosion this game as Tennessee's defense has done a really good job of containing them. But we know with those fast receivers and DeAndre Hopkins, they are capable of it. There's a heel comes in motion out of the shotgun set there, and he gets across the 25 out to the 26. Only a 1-yard gain, and that's going to bring it to long 3rd and 9. I don't know if I like that play. Of course, it's easy to say when those plays don't work out, but I think you're getting a little too creative. I don't think anybody really thought with the young quarterback you're going to try and pass there on 2nd down. So that jet sweep there was not really going to fool anybody. I would have liked to see them come out, in an I formation, or even a 2 tight end set, maybe split, make them wonder what side you're going to run to. But I don't think anybody really was surprised that they were going to run there, and they put it in the hands of a guy who's not normally a runner and not able to really go anywhere. So empty set here for Barrett. We're going to see if he's able to convert here. Under 3 minutes to play here. Tennessee leading by 3. That snap was just off to the left, but Barrett does a good job of handling it. He's going to scramble to his right. He sets, and he's going to fire this one deep downfield into double coverage. That was almost picked off. Wow. Houston is not getting their hands out there, living dangerously as JT Barrett. It looks like Tennessee is able to come up with all of those when Osweiler does that, but Barrett throws it in the double coverage there, and they got their hands on it but not able to come down with it. But Houston will get the ball back with around 2.5 minutes to go, have plenty of time with 3 timeouts to drive down the field and at least get the game-tying field goal, if not a game-winning touchdown. So Jordan Berry's back to punt once again, and he will kick it deep to Gannon, I imagine. He's trying to kick this one out of bounds. Actually, Devin Allen back there this time. He recognized Allen back there, and he says, I'm just going to kick this one out of bounds. I'm not going to let you get your wheels on this one. Former Oregon product, Devin Allen, one of the fastest players in the league with a sub-4 440. We've seen him make some big plays and have some explosive plays, kind of like the Turpin play that we saw earlier in this half. Barry wanted nothing to do with that speed. So 2:43 to go here in the game as Osweiler's going to come out understanding with 2 tight ends. Allen comes in motion. Osweiler's going to drop back to pass. He's getting pressured, and he gets hit, but he just barely got rid of that one. It falls incomplete. They said it was not a fumble, actually an incompletion, and that one was almost dangerous there for Osweiler. If Osweiler wound up turning that one over, I think you would see fans in Houston calling for him to be benched, although C.J. Beathard didn't fare very well against Tennessee last year. We showed the stat in the pregame show. Beathard had to fill in for Osweiler last year. Got the win, 26-24, but threw 4 interceptions in that one. So maybe it's just one of those things where Tennessee is going to force this offense to throw interceptions, but if they can come up with wins, it doesn't really matter how many interceptions you throw. 2nd and 10 here, trips off to the left. Miller in the backfield off to the right, and Osweiler's going to fire that out to Luke Wilson, who's not able to come up with a nice play there by Tennessee to knock that one incomplete. Looked like Sean Lee, another one of these veteran guys, picked up off the free agent heap, and he comes in and knocks that pass away. So it's going to be 3rd and 10 here for Osweiler and company from their own 23. 2:35 to go in this game. Houston trailing by 3. So if they don't get the first down here and they have to punt it, they can punt it with the 2-minute warning. There's plenty of time to get a stop, especially with Barrett, being the young quarterback, knowing that they're going to want to run the ball. It's not the worst thing in the world. You still got a chance, but you would definitely like to convert if you're going to do it and do it on this drive. So 3rd and 10 here from the 23. 2:35 to go. Osweiler's in the shotgun. Gannon and Hopkins to the left. Allen to the right. And Osweiler's going to drop back to pass, looks right, and he fires it into traffic, and that one is almost picked off, but somehow that gets through to Devin Allen. I have no idea how they got through. That looked like that was thrown right to the Tennessee defender, and I couldn't tell if that was McCourty or not, but it looked like it was thrown right to him, and somehow Allen winds up with the ball and gets the first down. So they're going to go no huddle here, and Osweiler is going to flip the play. Bunch to the left, Miller in the backfield, Allen out to the right again. And they're going to turn around, hand it off to Miller. He makes a nice little play there and gets across the 40 out to the 43, and we're going to reach the 2-minute warning So thank you guys for tuning in. This is the PX1 Sports Radio Network. I'm your play-by-play host, Mike Peters. If you guys want to find out more about our league or to apply, go to px1sports.com. You can also find out more about us on Twitter at PX1Sports. The guys in the chat wondering how that was a catch. I'm still trying to figure it out. It looked like it was thrown right at the Tennessee defender. Not 100% sure who that was. Might have been P.J. Williams. Maybe it was a Torrey Jackson. They flip around. But anyway, it looked like it was thrown right to him, and Allen comes down with a very crazy good first down. And now they get it to a 2nd and 4 from the 43. They're going to fire it over to the side, and that one's knocked down as Josh Robinson, the former Minnesota Viking, gets his hand on that one and knocks it away. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 4. Big play here for Houston as the 2-minute warning's passed. You still got 3 timeouts, but you really want to get the first down here. Strong, tight formation. Osweiler under center, drops back pass, fires it over the middle. That one's complete to Wilson, who's got the first down out to the 41-yard line of Tennessee, and Houston continues to move the ball. Got to pay attention. That's one of the things that we've seen in this game and just in games in general. Those tight end post routes are very dangerous, converting on 3rd downs. If you don't get a either a spy in the middle, somebody that can play short of that and knock it down, or maybe a Tampa 2 to get the middle linebacker to play with a little bit more depth, those things can definitely beat you, and they do there. 1st and 10 from the 41. Bunch formation out to the right. Osweiler's under center again. Hopkins out to the left. Osweiler making some changes. Drop back pass. Quick pass over to the right. That's I was going to say Braxton Miller, but I know that's not correct. Darren Waller, the former tight end, kind of bounced around the league a little bit, got good speed. He was lined up out there at tight end, and he gets loose in the seam for a first down and out to the 22-yard line. So 1 minute to go in this game. Houston down by 3, and they are driving. They are definitely in field goal range to tie it up, but Brock Osweiler and company want to make a big drive here late in the game, overwrite the interceptions, and come away with the win. We'll see what happens. 1st and 10 here from the 22. Osweiler in the shotgun, going to drop back the pass, fires over to the left, and that one is complete to Hopkins, but no, it gets ripped out as Sean Lee is able to get his mid in there and rip that one out. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10, but the clock does stop. So good news for Tennessee, regardless if it's a field goal or a touchdown, the clock stops on that one, and they're going to have a little bit more time one way or the other, you would think. Chat commenting on how quickly Osweiler got the ball out to Waller, the tight end, on that seam route there. That was a nice play as they were able to get a big chunk of yards there. 2nd and 10 from the 22. Bunch trips out to the left with the tight end just offset to the right. Miller in the backfield. And they're going to turn around, hand it off to Miller, who goes up the middle, and he's out to the 15-yard line, 15-yard line by Miller, and Houston's going to call a timeout with 40 seconds to go and facing a 3rd and 3. So it looked like they wanted to try to run a little bit of time off the clock, maybe surprise Tennessee a little bit with that play and pick up the first down. But, you kind of have to take the timeout there. You don't want to leave Tennessee a lot of time if you wind up scoring. Even if you wind up not getting it here, you're probably going to pass the ball, but you don't want to leave a whole lot of time. But at the same time, you want to put your best play out there, try to convert here. You want to get a touchdown. You want to win in front of your home fans in the home opener and against a tough division rival. We'll see what they do here. Osweiler's under center, got a 3-wide receiver set once again. Tennessee is stacking the box. They've got their ends split out wide, but their tackles pinned in the middle. They're looking for a run up the middle. Now they're spreading them out, changing what they're doing. Are they going to overthink this one? Maybe. They turn around, hand off to Miller, and he's stuffed in the backfield and nowhere to go as OWO, the big left end, comes through with another big play, and that one is stuffed in the backfield. So Houston only able to come away on that drive. Looked like they were going to drive down the field and maybe get the win, but now they get stuffed by a strong Tennessee defense, and they're only going to get an attempt at the game-tying field goal. This kick by Tercero is up, and that one is right down the middle, and Tercero connects on his 3rd field goal of the game. And this game is tied at 23 with 27 seconds to go. Our last broadcast was the Super Bowl. That game went to overtime. Are we going to get 2 overtime games in a row on our live broadcast? Turpin takes it up the middle. Oh, and he almost has a hole up the middle, but he gets wrestled down by, I think that was number 40, Ted Bolzer, the safety. It looks like he spun and almost created a hole. Look like he might have had room to break that up the middle, but middle. Bolzer comes up with a great play there, and there's only 23 seconds left. So it's Tennessee with 2 timeouts going to try to quickly move the ball down the field with the young quarterback and try to win the game, or are they going to be content with just running it out here and going to overtime? They are in a strong set, turn around, and hand it off to Foreman. Looks like they're going to run it. Foreman gets tripped up in the backfield, nowhere to go, and it looks like we are headed to overtime for the second straight play-by-play game for us. 2 overtime games in our last 2 games. This one is bound to be an exciting finish. You guys, go grab a drink, go grab some popcorn, go grab your wife, grab something. This one is going to be a doozy. Overtime once again here on the PX1 Sports Network. Again, I'm your host, Mike Peters. They're out there for the coin toss. And it looks like Houston lost the coin toss. And so Tennessee is going to start with the ball. They're going to get the ball. Tennessee won the toss. Houston's going to have to go on defense. Their defense has been a little suspect at times, although so has Barrett. So this is going to be interesting with Tennessee starting with the ball. And that's going to be Hill's going to take the ball inside the 20 inside the goal line out across the 20 and not able to go much further. They're going to start at the 21-yard line. Back and forth ball game this entire game. Again, we'll recap quickly. JT Barrett started off 0 for 5. Tennessee went 3 and out on their first 3 series. Houston got off to a 3-0 lead, and then there was 13 straight points for Tennessee. Then Houston battled back. They played back and forth a little bit, wind up tying it with only 20 seconds to go in the fourth quarter, and now that's how you got to overtime. So 1st and 10 here, Barron in an empty set. Going to throw the wide receiver screen, and that one is read very well. Jadeveon Clowney comes off the edge and makes the play, and Tyreek Hill, he did not like getting hit by Jadeveon Clowney. He is holding his back. He is coming up slowly. It looks like he is injured. So a nice play there. They wanted to start off, get the young guy in his first overtime off to an easy start with the screen pass, but Jadeveon Clowney sniffs that one out, comes up, blows up Tyreek Hill, and Hill is hurt. Picked up in the preseason in the trade for Derrick Henry, and it looks like he might be gone for a while. We'll wait to get a report on that one. Shotgun formation here on 2nd and 15. Trips out to the right. Barrett's drop back pass. Looks right, looks left, looks back to the right. Throws that one over the middle and almost threw it right to a Houston defender. And that could have been dangerous as Barrett drops that one incomplete. If Houston would have picked that off, a reminder, if you guys don't remember how the rules go, the first team to score, if they get a touchdown, the game's over. If they get a field goal, the other team gets an opportunity to score. If you throw an interception, then that's it. The other team can score, and then the game's over. So there's 2 possessions on either side unless there's a touchdown by the team that starts off the ball. I don't know if I explained that as easily as possible, but hopefully you guys get the idea. 3rd and 15. Tricky situation to be in. They're going to come out in an empty set again here with Barrett. You don't really want to give the ball back to Houston with good field position, but this is a really dangerous spot to be in with a young quarterback. They're going to drop back the pass. He pump fakes, and he's going to fire it over the middle into traffic. Almost caught by Colbreth, the tight end, but that ball's incomplete. And they're going to have to punt as Jordan Berry's going to have to come in once again. And they're going to kick it deep to the dangerous receiver, Devin Allen. We'll see if Berry tries to pin him out of bounds once again. Either way, it's bound to be good field position for Houston, and now all they need is a field goal to win this one. Berry's going to kick it to the far side, and he's going to kick this one out of bounds. Allen's not going to have an opportunity to return that. So smart. Report from the sideline, bruised sternum for Tyreek Hill, so nothing that's serious, but he's not going to return from the game. If Tennessee was able to get another possession in this overtime, Tyreek Hill will not be back in there for them. So they lost Eric Berry to a big injury early in the first quarter. Now they lose Tyreek Hill. Things starting to fall apart a little bit for Tennessee. Houston's got the ball now at the Tennessee 34-yard line, and all they need is a field goal to win it. They're going to come out in high formation, trips to the right, tosses the Miller. He's got a little bit of room, and he is finally wrestled down at the 36-yard line. Looked like that was Tony Connor, the strong safety, making the tackle. 364 yards of offense, 270 yards passing, 94 rushing for Houston's offense in this game. 2nd and 8 coming up here. I think I read that right. It was only 201 yards of offense for Houston, or for Tennessee. That went quickly, but wow. 2nd and 8. There's a little lofty pass over to Luke Wilson. Nice touch pass there by Brock Osweiler to Luke Wilson, who's able to get it out at the 40-yard line. So now they're only about 5 yards away from a game-winning field goal attempt. And what looked like a promising game for much of the middle part of this game. We talked about the slow start, but Tennessee looked to be dominating this game. Houston couldn't get over the turnover bug as they turned the ball over 3 times, I believe, in the 2nd and 3rd quarter. And, things just weren't going right for them. Tennessee built a 10-point lead, but Houston was able to mount the comeback late in the 4th quarter, tied the game up, and now they are just a few yards away from a game-time field goal. Although, if you remember the Super Bowl, Jacksonville was in the same position against Atlanta, and they fumbled the ball, and it was taken to the house. So we'll see what happens here for Houston. Brock Osweiler is going to turn around and fire it over across the 35 to the 33. That one is caught there by Devin Allen, and that is going to put him in field goal range. 7 catches for 77 yards for Devin Allen. Khalil Mack, we have not heard his name much in this game. He was in on the tackle there for Tennessee. So this is right about a 50-yarder. If you're Houston, you got to feel pretty comfortable with this. Tercero's definitely got the leg. He was 3 for 3 with a 50-yard long last week, so he's definitely in range. If you're Tennessee, you got to bring the house. You got to do something. You got to try to get a sack here and knock them out of field goal range. They're going to turn around, and they're going to fake it. They get some pressure, but that one's complete to Wilson over the middle, and he's down to the 15-yard line. And now you got to wonder, is Houston just going to come out and kick the field goal and get the win? What a turn of events here in this one, as Tennessee had so much momentum going, and then they come out, they go 3 and out in that one, and Houston catches fire at the end of that game, and now they're able to drive down here and easily get the field goal if they want it. Looks like they're going to send their big 3-tackle unit out there just to try to center this ball up for Tercero and probably kick the field goal. It would be something else if they wind up fumbling. Darkwa in the backfield, and they're going to turn around and hand it off, and he breaks free, and he's going to get the touchdown. Darkwa is going to get into the end zone for an overtime winner for Houston. And actually, if you remember last week, Houston went to overtime with San Diego, so their 2nd straight overtime game. Darkwa winds up running it in for the touchdown in both of those games. Actually, sorry, Miller last week, Darkwa this week. So both of their rushing touchdowns in the last 2 weeks come in overtime to win the game. Houston battles back from 10 points down. Some of the people in the chat were writing them off, saying this game was over. With 4 minutes to go in the game, Houston's able to battle back at 10 points and late in the 4th quarter, force this one into overtime, gets the stop of JT Barrett and company on the first drive in overtime, then drives right down the field, gets the touchdown from Darkwa, and Houston comes out on top in this one, 30-23. What an amazing game in this one. Wow. Back and forth game. It had a little bit of everything. Had the rookie jitters. You had the rookie finding his mojo for a little bit, going 6-7. Tennessee dominating the big comeback there by Houston, and then getting the big run in overtime to seal the deal. So great game by both of these guys. Congrats to Houston on the win. And JT Barrett started off a little bit slow, but then he kind of found his rhythm. Only completed 47.6% of his passes for the game. So not really what you like to see, but you saw some good things from him, kind of like he did last week. It was up and down. But great game overall. Houston come away with the win, 29-23. They don't have to kick the extra point. Lamar Miller, 22 carries, 87 yards. Dark was 6 for 22 and that 1 touchdown there. Capers 9 for 30 and Foreman 9 for 32 for Tennessee. Looking at the receiving, Devin Allen 7 for 77. Luke Wilson 7 for 100 yards and a touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins 5 for 111. The top 3 receivers all from Tennessee. So great game for both of these guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. 2 straight overtime games for us on the live play-by-play. We will be back next Tuesday night. Do not have the game finalized yet, but tune in next Tuesday at 8 p.m. as we will be back for another play-by-play game. Also tune in Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time for our weekly wrap-up show with David Roy. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm starting to lose my breath. I'm starting to get a little bit of the coughs coming on, so I'm going to have to sign off here. But again, the final score in this one from NRG Stadium in Houston, the Texans 29, the Titans 23. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great night.